Hey guys, we got another trailer here for Arrow. This is if you just saw my Flash video, there's this trailer that came out at Paley Fest. I covered them before, but here I'm going to go over this trailer for the Arrow one. I just did the Flash one. If you want to check that out, it should be on the channel, and you can just check it out. But I'll get right into this. I'm not going to do the full thing, since there is a lot in here, and I want to just talk about the key points and go straight on to where we need to talk about. Instead of talking about the whole thing. So, it starts off here. We have Nanda Parbat, and you walk in, and all that. But and it's just Ra's al Ghul, and Oliver talking about how he's, pretty much already, just stuff we've already known, already stuff we've heard of before. But
if half of the stories that I have heard about Ra's al Ghul are true,
will become Ra's al Ghul.
Just talking about how the person who survives Ra's al Ghul's death blow will become Ra's al Ghul and stuff like that. And so, and then you got your flashbacks here, and we have heard before that now we have the flashbacks with the Shadow coming back, which definitely makes a lot of sense. Of now we finally see the Shadow coming back within his imagination, which will build up to the season, to the pilot episode. The first few episodes in the pilot when he was, hallucinating a Shadow. So it's definitely interesting to see how that's going to start off, and will be the exact moment where it starts off. I'm assuming we'll probably see it this week, because that now would be a good time to start it. But we'll see how that goes and stuff like that. But yeah.
Shadow?
Suicide Squad rides again.
Look out!
Oh yeah, this looks cool with seeing him, the Atom in the costume. That's gonna be cool to see.
Oliver Queen.
This, yeah. He finds out that Oliver Queen is the Arrow who actually says it.
Queen is the Arrow.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna stop him.
Now that I find to be very difficult to believe. You hear Ray Palmer, you hear Brandon Routh say, she's like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, "I'm gonna stop him," and blah blah blah. But I feel like Ray Palmer is very, he has a really strong connection with Felicity and stuff, and I think he's really trusting with her. I mean, there is that episode where she just borrowed his helicopter, and he was like, he was completely confused, and anyone else in their right mind would have said no, but he just, even though he was like immensely confused as why she even did it, he still didn't even never got an explanation to a real believable explanation as to why she needed the helicopter. But so I feel like I think when he says I'm going to stop him, I feel like he's talking about someone else other than Oliver. And now there might be some, not knowing exactly what Oliver's doing, but I think once he connects the dots that, Oliver is the Arrow, and that Felicity, and once he starts believing, I think he'll be good. But I feel like for the first part, you will have him. Obviously, you want to stop the Arrow, and not knowing the truth, and then once he finds out it's Oliver and Felicity kind of explains it, I feel like he'll be understanding. So I feel like in this week's episode, he'll probably be on Oliver's side by the end of the episode. I could really see that going on. I just think that's there's just too much going on for Oliver for them to give him, he has to deal with the Atom. He'll deal with him for this episode, and then they'll move on. He'll see what how the good that they're doing and stuff. So I really don't think that there'll be too much of a Atom Arrow fight. I mean, there will be some, just because obviously you want to have that, you want to see that, but I don't think they'll be prolonged or anything like that.
Stay there.
That looks gonna be cool to see it more in action in tomorrow's episode.
The hell away from him.
You hunt the man they call the Arrow.
Oh, and then here, Ra's al Ghul with Captain Lance. And then slowly we start seeing Captain Lance kind of turning back to his original self from the first season. The one who wants to destroy the Arrow and stuff like that. All this doubt brought in by Ra's al Ghul and stuff like that, which definitely is cool. I can't wait to see how that turns out. But this is, I think, is how what's probably going to happen. So we got two arrows here.
As the arrow are finished.
See, so what I'm guessing is probably going to happen. We'll probably have like Arrow. This guy Raj Al Ghul. Oliver says no right away in tomorrow's episode, or this week's episode. And then this guy goes and portrays Arrow, does all kinds of terrible stuff, kills people, and really just kind of turns into an all-on killer. And then Captain Lance has to go and save him and changes his complete identity and stuff like that. And that's how we end up leading to.
Then maybe I should be Ra's al Ghul.
And wanting to be Ra's al Ghul, because if everyone thinks that he's, but they think that he's, evil because of Raish's goons pretending to be evil Arrow. But this I haven't seen before. I didn't catch this when I first watched the trailer. But this is definitely going to be interesting to see how that. Obviously, he's not going to shoot, his daughter. He clearly knows it's his daughter. But this will definitely be interesting to see how he'll, what is he going to do? Lock up Oliver Queen because he finds out Oliver Queen is the Arrow, but not lock up his own daughter just because it's his own daughter. I mean, he can. He has, I guess, pretty much he has the ability-ish, but still, it doesn't make sense. That'll be
You've made us criminals, liars, and victims. You, Mr. Queen, are not a hero.
Ooh, that looked interesting with the Thea.
I'm not a hero. You're a villain. I got you now, you son of a bitch.
There we go, guys. That's pretty much it. There was a few other little things there, like Thea with her, with the knife looking like she's about to stab Malcolm. But I doubt that she would actually even go through with that. Otherwise she wouldn't have. Roy kind of changed her mind. When he showed her the cop that he killed and stuff like that, their family and stuff. So definitely think it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. But I could definitely see how it's gonna turn out now that everyone knows that Oliver is the Arrow and stuff like that, and how it's gonna play out with. Because Raish is not just going to have someone, pretend to be the Arrow, and he's going to, oh, no, I'm not the Arrow. Raish is going to have someone pretend to be the Arrow. He's going to pretend he's going to be the Arrow, and everyone's going to full-on believe that the Arrow is evil and stuff like that. So I definitely think that that's probably what's going to happen. Or what might probably happen is while Oliver's chained up in Nanda Parbat, trying to take the offer of deciding whether or not to be, he's already, Raish has probably already sent someone out there to be the Arrow. And then just so that he can already just switch without Oliver. Before Oliver realizes it's just someone copying him, boom, it's too late, and it's someone's already, his identity, the idea of the hood is kind of, changed and stuff like that, and destroyed, and stuff like that. So, but who knows? That'll definitely be interesting to see how the build up of the hood becoming, or the Arrow becoming away from the hood type thing again, and becoming a better, more of a hero and turned away from everything. But that'll be cool to see. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.